In the beginning, humans looked up and saw only light. Tiny sparks in a black ocean. We believed light told the whole story of a universe. But one night, a whisper arrived that no eye could see. A hidden signal, traveling through space like a secret message. Two kinds of giant eyes would soon compete to read the sky, one that sees light, and one that listens to silence. Optical telescopes capture beauty. Radio telescopes capture truth. But what if both were missing something? Tonight, we follow a discovery that started as a flicker and became a cosmic mystery no telescope was ready to face. This is the story of how seeing and listening to the universe changed everything we thought we knew. For centuries, optical telescopes ruled astronomy. They magnified distant light, revealing planets, galaxies, and glowing clouds of gas. Every discovery felt like opening a new window into the universe. The colors, the shapes, the beauty, everything came from visible light. But light is fragile. Dust can block it. Distance can weaken it. And sometimes, the universe simply refuses to shine. Scientists noticed strange regions in space where nothing could be seen. Empty darkness. No glow. No sparkle. Just silence. It felt like standing in front of a locked door with no handle. Optical telescopes were powerful, but they were limited by what they could see. And the universe was far larger than what light alone could reveal. Then came a different kind of vision. Radio telescopes did not look for light. They listened for energy. Invisible waves moving through space, passing through dust, traveling across unimaginable distances. These telescopes looked less like eyes and more like giant ears pressed against the universe. When radio astronomers pointed their dishes toward the dark regions, they did not find emptiness. They found activity, movement, hidden storms of energy, places where stars were being born behind thick cosmic curtains. Suddenly, darkness was no longer empty. It was alive. The universe had been speaking all along. We just had not been listening. As optical telescopes revealed beauty, radio telescopes revealed structure. Spiral galaxies that looked calm in visible light suddenly showed violent motion. Invisible jets of energy stretched across millions of light years. Cold clouds of hydrogen appeared like ghostly oceans drifting through space. It was like discovering a second universe layered over the first. But something strange began to happen. Some signals detected by radio telescopes had no visible source. Optical telescopes searched the same regions and saw nothing. No star, no galaxy, no light, just empty darkness, producing powerful radio whispers. Two instruments looking at the same sky were telling two completely different stories. Scientists began comparing observations carefully. Optical telescopes mapped what could be seen. Radio telescopes mapped what could be heard. Together, they built a deeper picture of reality. But one location kept repeating in the data. A region where radio signals pulsed with unusual precision. The signals were strong, repeating, structured. Optical telescopes saw only darkness there. No source, no explanation. The pattern did not match natural noise. It did not match known cosmic processes. The universe was sending a signal from something invisible, and the instruments could not agree on what it was. More telescopes joined the search. Optical arrays scanned deeper. Radio dishes listened longer. Weeks turned into months. The signal remained consistent. It pulsed like a heartbeat from the darkness. Optical telescopes finally detected something faint, not light but absence, a region bending light around it. Something massive, yet invisible. Radio telescopes, however, recorded intense emissions nearby. It was as if something unseen was shaping space itself, while releasing energy beyond visible sight. The mystery was no longer about telescopes. It was about reality itself. A theory emerged. What if the object was not emitting light at all? What if it absorbed everything visible, but still interacted with energy? Optical telescopes could not see it because it refused to shine. Radio telescopes could detect its influence because energy could not escape its pull. But something did escape, bursts of radiation. Violent, brief, and precise. Each pulse followed a pattern too organized to ignore. Scientists began to feel uneasy. The universe was not just hiding something. It was revealing something selectively. The debate intensified. Some believed the signal came from a collapsing star. Others proposed a new kind of cosmic object. But one detail could not be explained. The pulses were synchronized with cosmic rotation cycles nearby. It was as if the object was aware of surrounding motion. Optical telescopes still saw nothing. Radio telescopes captured a rhythm, a cosmic metronome hidden in darkness. If the universe were a symphony, this signal was not noise. It was timing. Then the signal stopped. Silence returned. Optical telescopes still saw darkness. Radio telescopes heard nothing. Months of data ended abruptly. The universe closed the door. Scientists feared they had witnessed a one-time event. But years later, the signal returned from a different location. Same pattern, same rhythm, moving through space. Something invisible was traveling across the cosmos, leaving only radio footprints behind. A realization formed slowly. Optical telescopes show what shines. Radio telescopes reveal what moves energy. But what if something exists between visibility and invisibility? Something that does not emit light, but manipulates it. Something that does not produce sound, but leaves patterns and energy. The two telescopes were not competing. They were incomplete halves of a larger perception. Humanity had been observing the universe through separated senses, and the universe had responded accordingly. The final breakthrough was unsettling. The signal patterns matched natural cosmic mathematics, but with deliberate gaps, like pauses in communication. Not random, not chaotic, intentional spacing. The invisible object was not just interacting with the universe. It was responding to it. Optical telescopes could not see intelligence. Radio telescopes could not confirm it. But together, they revealed something else, a presence detectable only when seeing and listening combined. The universe was not just observed. It was aware of observation. We built telescopes to see the universe. Then we built them to hear it. But the greatest discovery was this. Reality reveals itself only when perception expands. Optical telescopes show beauty. Radio telescopes reveal hidden truth. Together, they teach us something deeper. The universe is not silent. It is selective. If this story opened your mind, even slightly, imagine what else remains unseen or unheard. Subscribe, and next time we will explore the mysteries still waiting beyond the edge of perception. Because the sky is not empty. It is only partially understood.